Hey, I'm Nick Vonnebrack, and this is the Record Podcast. I'm back here with a little part two of our episode with Scott Heisel. It is literally a little part two, just a little chunk that I snipped off the first part of the interview. And in this little chunk, we talk about Scott Heisel's Weezer list, his best to worst. Seeing as he's the aficionado on Weezer and all their doings, I asked him to give me the list. Well, he actually just started telling me his list of what he thought was best to worst, and we talk a little bit about that. We also get into talking about Making a Murderer a bit and whether he thought he was guilty or innocent. So that was a fun little bit I left off, to say for this. But I also want to just thank Scott for taking time out to interview and doing the promotions he's done with the Youth Conspiracy store and pumping it on social media. I really appreciate it. And for speaking of YCR, or Youth Conspiracy Records, the winner of the Youth Conspiracy Records prize pack is at MartLart on Twitter. So I'll get in touch with you so you can claim your prize pack from Youth Conspiracy. You know, I'd like to use these podcasts to promote local shows and things going on, and so I'll start today with this one. April 9th at the Oasis in Grays Lake, there's a fundraiser going on. It's a fundraiser show that they'll be raising money for BMI licenses so that bands and kids that play shows there can play covers, because a lot of venues, if you play covers at them, you have to pay those artists. So they're going to raise money for the licensing so that bands can come through and play the songs that they want to. And it's a great cause, and the Oasis does awesome stuff. Greg's a good guy. I'm actually going to have him on a future episode, so make sure to go out to that. That'll be April 9th, and that's in Grays Lake, Illinois. The address is 151 Holly Street. But keep an eye out for that. That'll be definitely a good show. They'll record it and put it online. It'll be a good fundraiser. All right, since I haven't had a mini in a bit, I can talk about some music I've been listening to. Some good music I've gotten to really recently is Pine Grove's new album.
Every outcome such a come down. I knew it when I saw it. So I did just what I wanted. So I go through with it. I knew happiness when I started.
I've also been listening to the Kurt Travis and Paul Travis split a lot, and I actually just interviewed Kurt for a recent episode, so it's nice in my recent memory here. But that split is a great little 4-song EP.
Well, why don't you stay?
Speaking of Kurt Travis and Esk Records, another band I've been listening to a lot is Floral. All right, good deal. So here's a little self-promotion. If you guys could go to the iTunes store and give a review or a rating for the Record Podcast, I would appreciate it. That's how we get more visibility in the iTunes store. So I appreciate the people that have left reviews. If the rest of you could go out and do it, that'd be awesome. And also check us out on Twitter at The Record Podcast without the A, and Facebook as well, The Record Podcast. And make sure to check out next week's episode with Daraja Lang, the former drummer of Saves the Day and Glassjaw, and the current drummer of Burn. All right, well, let's get to our little snippet episode, the rest of my interview with Scott Heisel. So the next time I'm talking to you, I'm gonna have you list your the Weezer albums in order and why. We're gonna get into that. And
Okay,
you're,
I mean I could do it right now.
or do it then. I was gonna give you time. I was gonna give you time to collect yourself, but
Like I don't already have this memorized in my head. Are we doing worst to best or best to worst?
whatever in your head is locked, you can go.
Best to worst right now, today.
Mhm.
This usually is pretty locked in. It might shift around a little bit.
Yeah.
Best to worst today would be Pinkerton, obviously.
Mhm.
Blue, obviously.
Yep.
Everything will be all right in the end. I'm a huge fan of that
Wow.
record.
Okay.
Maladroit.
Okay.
I love Maladroit.
We-
Big Maladroit defender.
Yep.
I would slot in Hurley in fifth, which is a very underrated record.
Yeah.
That gets shit on a lot. After that, I would put in probably the Red Album, the Green Album, Make Believe, and then Ratitude. I think that's all of them.
Okay.
That's 9.
That's pretty. That's
And then the new one, we'll see where it goes.
yeah. That's pretty. There's I have a lot of similarities, and I'm glad you said the Maladroit thing because I'm a huge Maladroit defender. And lots of
That
lists,
was my number 3 forever. Yeah.
a lot of lists, people say the Green Album, and I'm like, have you heard Maladroit? That's like Pinkerton.
Yeah.
There's songs in there that should have been on Pinkerton. It's like Pinkerton too, like an awesome album.
Let's not get carried away here. I'm
there's
trying to have a good time. Let's not get carried away here. But Maladroit is fun when you want to hear a record full of big, dumb rock songs.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much awesome riffing on that
Yeah.
album. You're like, fuck yeah.
But there's-
like that's just like big dick swagger on that record.
But there's songs like December. That's on Maladroit, right? And
Yeah.
and there's a couple of songs that are like, again, it's one of those things that like when Rivers sits down and writes, like he can kill writing. Like he knows how to do it when he wants to,
Yeah.
and he also knows how to write Pork and Beans and songs that are like, but still catchy as hell. But like if you
Yeah.
sat in some of the random newer singles where I hear the words and I'm like, okay, rolling my eyes at Weezer again. But then I listen to like track 6 or 7. I'm like, he still has it. Like
Yeah.
he knows
Yeah.
this isn't bullshit. He knows what he's doing.
yeah, it is. Yeah. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. But that's a whole. I could talk literally hours and hours and hours
Good.
about my feelings of Weezer and their trajectory as musicians and artists and blah blah blah, whatever gets the whole other
And
thing,
we
so.
and we will the next time. I'm gonna figure out another time that works for you. And we will. And I'm gonna end on this is the note that I'm gonna end on with you.
All right.
Since we got into it for a second here, Stephen Avery, innocent or guilty?
Well, let's first say that Brendan Dassey is 100% innocent.
Absolutely,
No question.
Absolutely,
Brendan Dassey got fucked.
Absolutely.
And I feel so terrible for that kid.
Absolutely.
And fuck Manitowoc County. Stephen Avery.
If you had to today, if you were like, if you were one of the jurors and they were just like,
Well, yeah, here's the thing. If I was a juror,
Yeah.
I do not say that. I do not think Stephen Avery is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Okay.
I think that there is doubt whether he did it or not.
sure,
If you were to ask me privately,
Yeah.
I think he has. I think he had some involvement in it.
oh,
I
that's good.
I think that one of the greatest points made in the whole series
yeah,
was during the defense's closing arguments, where he says, talking about the police, he says, listen, police don't plant evidence on innocent people. Police plant evidence on people they think committed a
Right.
crime to then seal the deal.
right,
And I feel, and he was saying that to make the jury feel comfortable with
Right.
saying that, with dealing with it. But I think in reality, that's what happened. I think that the police did 100% plant some of that evidence. I think the key, without a doubt, was planted.
Yeah.
No question.
yep.
Because they were trying to seal it up and make sure that this would go
Oh,
away.
man.
Is that good police work? No. But did they do it? Probably. Did Stephen Avery kill her? Does he know what happened to her? I think yes. I
Wow.
think somebody in that clan
Yeah.
is involved. And that's what a lot of the theories have been, is that that Bobby Dassey was involved,
Yeah.
or one of Steven's brothers was involved. I can't remember, Chuck, I think is his name, or something like that.
Yeah.
I've been reading tons of shit online about it. There's a bunch of evidence they didn't show where apparently Steven had been harassing
Oh, yeah.
Teresa Hallbach. He'd been
Jeez.
calling and asking for her and stuff like that. And supposedly he came out to meet her once wearing nothing but a towel, which is kind of fucked up. So yeah, I'm a little bit torn on Steven.
Yeah.
But Brendan Dassey, my heart goes out to
Absolutely.
you, buddy.
As a wrestling fan,
as a fellow professional wrestling fan, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
That point where he's like, "Am I going to miss WrestleMania?" And I'm like,
Ah.
"Oh my god!"
I know it. I feel you. We connect there.
Oh, yeah. So, Godspeed, Brendan Dassey. When you get out of prison, whatever it's going to be, I will buy you WrestleMania tickets. We will go together, and I'll fucking buy you popcorn and everything. We'll hang out.
Good.
So
what?
So assuming he gets us in prison, I don't
Yeah.
know if he listens or not. So.
He does. All these people, they get it all.
Oh yeah, yeah.